Why, good day, intrepid traveller. How are you? I'm physically present. Ignore the fact that I'm maybe 10 minutes later than originally planned. That's just the way the wind blows. And quite literally because my door nearly slammed, which you can't see because that's off screen. But I am present. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well this evening. It's the freaking 25th of July. And to be incredibly British from the outset, everybody, it's warm. It's very warm. So much so, there is a breeze where I am, and there is a risk that my door will slam. Hello, Matty. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are doing well this evening. For some random context, in the past half an hour, not only have I finished work, not only have I showered, sort of cut my hair, washed my hair, and everything like that, and got the stream ready, I decided to do something a bit different with the stream tonight. So very shortly, you will see what my grand plan is, and it's either gonna go well, or it's gonna go tits up. But either way, we are gonna have a good time, I hope. Now, part of what is on the docket tonight will actually link into, time depending, things that I have planned as well. Because this week in the news, and I feel like I should acknowledge this on stream, given that I am quite frankly, I'm just a giant metalhead, as it were. Like, heavy metal is very much a big part of my life. And not to sort of start things on a downer note, as it were, but want to touch on Ozzy Osbourne for a few minutes. Because without Ozzy Osbourne and part of Black Sabbath, heavy metal as we know it, as you know it, as we all know it, it simply wouldn't be what it is. Whether you're a fan of Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne's solo work, whether you're not, I will readily say I am, quite bluntly, I'm a very casual fan of Ozzy Osbourne's work and Black Sabbath material, just because I've always appreciated some of it, but perhaps not all of it has clicked with me in the past. But the past few weeks leading up to the big Back to the Beginning show, following that as well, seeing all the bands covering various songs and just thinking, oh, I kind of want to hear how that originally sounded. I've been getting into their stuff more. And obviously earlier this week, it was announced that Ozzy Osbourne had passed away. And it's wild. And I've had a good few days to process this now, and close friends, including Matty actually, will have heard a voice note from me in a WhatsApp chat that we have, which was very, very raw Jeremy, as it were, to hearing that news, because again, without Ozzy Osbourne, I would never have, well, again, heavy metal wouldn't be what it is, but a lot of my life revolves around heavy metal, quite frankly, and going to gigs, listening to the music, talking with some people, not many, because not a lot of people are into the stuff I'm into when it comes to metal, but it's a big part of my life, and arguably, or unquestionably, depending on how you want to look at it, one of the godfathers of heavy metal has moved on, as it were. And it is very sad, but at the same time, you gotta celebrate everything that Ozzy has done. And obviously the Black Sabbath guys as well, the other members of the band, but specifically focusing on Ozzy, he lived a life. It's like when you compare him to Lemmy in some ways, who just very much lived the rock and roll lifestyle. You can't deny that Ozzy Osbourne certainly lived a life through all the countless thousands upon hundreds of thousands of people he's performed in front of, traveling the world over, getting experiences like nobody ever could. Heck, being national headline news in the States, just and having, the President of the United States acknowledge him because of stuff he was doing and whatnot. Ozzy Osbourne lived a wild life, and one that I'm sure a lot of people would love to wish in certain ways, perhaps not always, wish they could live even a quarter of that, let alone all of it. So it is genuinely really sad, but celebrating Ozzy's music, Ozzy's life, Black Sabbath, everything, it is truly a massive loss. And there are a couple of other weird parts to it as well, because it's I'm going to phrase this in the present tense because that's just how my brain is wired at the moment, but it's been no secret that Ozzy Osbourne has been ill for a long time, suffering with Parkinson's. and that forced, along with other health issues, forced cancellation of tours. And truth be told, I never got to see Ozzy Osbourne live, or Black Sabbath for that matter. It just never happened. There were a couple of potential opportunities, like the most, at this point, the most recent tour that would have been announced, which would have been maybe just prior to COVID or just after. It was one or the other. But that tour never happened, primarily because of Ozzy's health at the time, not because the world shut down, as it were, but that the world shutting down ended up cancelling that tour. But so I never actually got to see him live, but I've seen countless clips, I've watched countless interviews, listened to many interviews, read things. Ozzy Osbourne as a personality within heavy metal is someone who has been a constant. Whether I've been massively into them or not. I mean, heck, in terms of Matty just mentioned in the chat, but you know, you look at the early Osbourne's TV series stuff, you could see the person Ozzy was in the early 2000s and whatnot. And the Osbournes, for a lot of people, was their first exposure to Ozzy Osbourne. And from from a music perspective, a bit of a random one probably, because you see this, quite frankly, unique British fellow and his family in LA, and it's quite the setting when you think about it. But you'd see him go around touring and whatnot. There you had elements of that involved. The Osbournes was a massive deal, and a lot of people I know, their first exposure to Ozzy was through the Osbournes. And I'm pretty sure for me, the first time I was aware of Ozzy Osbourne, I think it was probably just through some compilation albums that I had. There were like some heavy metal compilations, being them perhaps wrestling related or just in general metal related. Like if you buy a magazine, there might be a song in there or something. Things of that ilk. There were the odd songs here and there which I would be aware of. And one of the first songs that really got my attention from Ozzy Osbourne's catalogue specifically was Bark at the Moon. It is one of my all-time favourite Ozzy songs, and that was amplified even more when the first Guitar Hero game came out, and that song was on the soundtrack. Just so good. And another thing as well, which, and Matthew, I'll come to your comment in just a second. Another thing that's quite, I don't know the right word, but I'll say coincidence. It is quite the coincidence. It's quite the thing, as it were. The parallel is that Lemmy Kilmister of Motorhead passed away. Oh god, I've just lost track of the year in my head, but passed away a good few years ago now. And it was about 17 days after the last gig he performed, he passed away. And it was on Boxing Day, I think it was, if I remember correctly, because that was a rough Boxing Day for metal fans, to say the least. Rock fans in general, I should say. And it turns out, if you look at the calendar, Ozzy Osbourne passed away 17 days after his last performance in Birmingham. Just his last performance, quite frankly. So there's like an eerie coincidence connection to that when it comes to really big pivotal figures from the world of music, and specifically rock and metal. So it's quite the parallel there. But like I say, the Back to the Beginning show was fantastic, and the Tony Iommi of Black Sabbath, because lots of people are starting to make statements and comments now. I think Tony Iommi summed it up most, and good evening to you as well, Stitcher. Tony Iommi of Black Sabbath, I think, echoes what I thought, and I'm sure a lot of people thought as well, is that Ozzy wanted to make that show in Birmingham. That was sort of like, he didn't, this is me giving my own words on top of that, but that was like his destination point. For not being able to perform for 6 years, this was his destination point. And he made it to that show, put on a heck of a show, to say the least. What a send-off. And then obviously, then got to chill out for a little bit. And obviously has now passed away. So yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy, freaking incredible. And I could probably go on for far longer, just not in as eloquent of a fashion as I hope this has been eloquent. But back to Matty's comment from a few minutes ago, though. With regard to the Osbourne, was brought up on not regard to the Osbournes. Retract that. Was brought up on Sabbath from an early age, but only really knew the the other Osborns via the show. Couldn't stand Jack and Kelly at the time, but have grown to respect them, especially Jack. Matty, I hear you on that completely, and my feelings are very, very similar on that. This is not by any means Aussie related, but it's Kelly related. But there was a festival at that point, what was just referred to as the Dome, as in the Millennium Dome, because nothing had happened with it for a couple of years after it had closed following the turn of the millennium, funnily enough. And there was a music festival, a 2-day music festival put on there called Game On. I remember this vividly. And the main reason I went there was because one of my favourite all-time bands, In Me, were playing. And it was going to be the first time I was going to see them live. But there were obviously other bands on the bill that day. I want to say Electric Six were there. And I think... I'm trying to remember, was it at the time Gay Bar had come out, or was that Reading? I can't remember. It was one of the new songs had just hit as a single, and it was like taking over things. But sorry to remember this. But one of the people on that bill was Kelly Osbourne, and this was at the height of, let's call it like it is. It was at the height of people just not wanting anything to not wanting to be anywhere near Kelly Osbourne because of how they'd seen her on a TV show and stuff. So I vividly remember I was like, okay, I'll watch it back. I want to get a burger or something. So I was at, like, if you imagine the stage is here, vendors are like all the way back here. I was at the vendors looking at the stage, and I just remember that her band started playing. I was eating my burger, chatting with a mate, and then she came on stage, and there was just like an ocean that appeared in the crowd. It was an ocean of bottles, just like plastic bottles just being thrown at Kelly Osbourne, and nobody was prepared for that. This was like just a torrential rainstorm of bottles. I think she ended up performing like 3, maybe 4 songs, and then she just walked off, and then her bass player had a go at the crowd. It was utterly ridiculous. It was incredibly amusing to a degree, obviously quite dangerous as well. But yeah, that was that's my only experience of seeing an Osbourne perform live music, as it were, and it was that. Quite a thing. Oh, good fun. And look, this is all I'm going to say about this, just to kind of, because obviously I've mentioned Ozzy Osbourne. There has been another from like my circle of things that I follow. Obviously Hulk Hogan's passed away. I ain't going to comment on that any further than what I've just said, because I don't want to say anything on the record, because I have thoughts, and no doubt someone will clip me if I say anything. So I am going to leave it at that on the Hulk Hogan front. But in terms of what I'm going to be doing tonight, as it were. So the plan is, actually, this is what I was going to get onto when I mentioned Ozzy Osbourne. So now that I've got Hogan stuff out of it, but anyway. So the reason I mentioned Ozzy Osbourne is I was originally going to carry on playing Catherine this week. But then when Ozzy Osbourne, when that news came out, it's like, oh, I really want to do something different. And my immediate thought was, oh, I'd love to just bust out Guitar Hero or something and just try and do some Guitar Hero. But realistically, music copyright will utterly do me in. So that's not an option. Then I remembered there was like some like heavy metal inspired games. There's Metal Hellsinger, which is a first person shooter game which you've got to do in rhythm, which is so good. I am naff at it, but it's so good. And then there was a reminder to me that there is a game I've never played, which now could be as good a time as any to actually try it, as it were. At the very least, just kind of gauge what it is. But also, because I didn't know this, Ozzy Osbourne features in the game in some capacity. That being the game Brutal Legend, which is a Tim Schafer game, so I believe it's Double Fine Studios, and it stars the main protagonist played by Jack Black. And I don't know why I've never played this. I think at the time the game came out, it's like, yeah, you're only good at certain types of games, and I vividly remember a friend of mine saying, I know you love metal, I don't think you'll enjoy this game. And I just kind of never looked into it after that, really. But I thought, good a time as any. It's on Game Pass, so I've got that downloaded and ready to go for when I'm ready to do that. However, I have something different planned for a little while. Now, you may have seen the title of this stream, which was simply fun card-based things, as it were, with the exclamation mark at the end. That is because I want to try and do something which has interested me in doing on a stream for quite a while in a different way. Because, like, for example, last week you saw me open, you know, some Japanese Pokemon packs, and, you know, I'd sort of open them up and whatnot, and then, you know, I'd hold the card up to the screen like this. And sometimes it's a little bit awkward to do things like that. So this got me thinking that I'm kind of game for doing that again, because I've got want to scratch a bit of an itch when it comes to cards at the moment. And then I also remembered that down the line, I said on stream, way long ago at this point, but I did say that I, at some point in time, want to try and do some kind of building type things on stream, be it a model kit type thing, be it a Lego type thing. So I've had a go at making a bit of a setup. And I'm going to attempt to put this on screen once I just double check that I've got something in place properly. So, yeah. So you're going to see something appear now, like just in the corner. That's it's a tactical placement. Ignore that extra cable. Just ignore it. Just ignore it for now. You know what I mean? Just ignore it. So what I'm going to do now is attempt to switch screen, and hopefully, if I have done this correctly, there should be quite I'll just show you. Let's just see how this goes. Haha. Okay, I need to adjust things a little bit, but on the whole, not too bad, right? You can see the edge of my keyboard. I'll try and get it off screen. There we go. But yes, welcome to this new little layout that I've got. And hopefully as well, chat messages will appear in the bottom left corner. That's why that box is blank. So what this now means, if I can move things over a tad to a point, let's move it to about there. So what this hopefully means, case in point of, if I were to hold this packet here, you can see what's going to come out the packet from this pack that I opened last week. So hypothetically, last week it would have been open it up. I can move that to the side. And then we can look at cards like this. Oh, there we go. We can look at cards like this in a far easier way of going about things. So yeah, I'm gonna scratch a bit of an itch for a little while and open up some cards, I think. So yes, and now I want to say from the outset, because I know last week I mentioned that a few mates of mine have started a new shop of theirs, cardsonlock.com. Not a sponsor, but a decent chunk of what I've got to open tonight, I did buy from them earlier this week. So I just want to make that clear, like, not a sponsored stream, very much just me doing it. But I at least wanted to make that known in case anyone was going to ask. And I do have some sleeves and stuff on standby. But now you're wondering, well, Jeremy, what could I possibly be opening? Of which I'll just to show it on the stream in case folks are interested. Cardsonlock.com. If you want to scan their QR code, that's the QR code to go to their website. There you go. Cheap plug for my mate. So, what do I have? Well, I have a number of things, as it were. And sort of staying on the Japanese card side of things in the front, I've got a package of cards. Should we open up and see how many are in here and see what we have? Oh, there's a lot going on here, isn't there? So, everybody, we have got... Let me get this out of the way, hang on. Right, get this paper out of the way, bear with me. So, I have got here today, I have got 6 packs of Japanese white flare Pokemon cards. We have 6 packs. I have also got 6 packs of Black Bolt in Japanese. And just because I have the Japanese equivalent of, is it Journey Together? I should probably look up what it's actually called. Hang on. Let me see if I can look it up quickly. Bear with me. As I go to cardsonlock.com to make sure I get the right name of things here. Battle Partners is what this expansion is called in Japan. Battle Partners. We've got a pack of that as well. But that may not be all. I may have some more things to open because I may also have this. English version this time. So we've got a few things we can open now. I believe this is the English version of the battle partners thing, the journey together one. So yes, I will probably be opening it now as well. Now, there may be something else to open as well, but we will come back to that. So, I do not know, obviously, what may be in these packs. We will see. I've got some sleeves on standby, as it were, in case there's anything good. But yeah, just gonna have a little pack opening sort of session, as it were. Bit of fun, and hopefully folks can get a kick out of this. And again, sort of testing the water with this layout on here. I'm just gonna move the camera a tad. But let me know what you think of the layout, though, folks, because, again, it sort of took a bit of time for me to figure out if this is an optimal way of doing it, but I think, on the whole, this is probably a decent way of doing it. So, hopefully this comes across well. So let's, I can't remember where the camera head is. So, let's have a look at this, this Battle Partners pack, then, and see what we get to start off with. So I'm going to leave that there just for sort of so folks can know what pack we're opening. So what do we have? We've got now. Admittedly, I'm not good on remembering what the names are, but it's a fun card there. That's a Dunsparce, isn't it? There we go. That's a nice card. That's a Clink or a Clang, one or the other. Oh, in fact, there you can see there it says ends. So it's a partner Pokemon. Oh, hang on. There's something shiny there. Wait, no, wait, I'm gonna hold that. Right, hang on, wait. So let's go to the back card. That's a cool card, look at that. Right, what I did not know was gonna be anything in here. Right, let's see what we have. Holy crap, is that a Zoroark? That's End Zoroark, a Japanese holo one of it. That's so cool. I did not expect that in the first pack. That means now I'm gonna get nothing in the remaining packs that I've got. But let's put this in here immediately. Where's the front? There we go. There you go, folks. How's that for the first pull of the day? All good fun there. I don't know why I looked at the back then, but well, there we go. Not bad for a first pack. Quite happy with that, personally. And you know what? In case we do get any good pulls, I will keep those. Let's say I'll sort of put these here, as it were. Sort of leave them about there. In fact, you know what? I might be able to take advantage of. Let's move these packs out of the way. So again, I'm sort of flying a bit blind here, everybody. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that there, almost like it's the pull. For want of a better phrase, it's the pull box. It's an appalling phrase to use, but there we go. My word. So we go, that's the first pack of the Japanese battle. It was battle partners. That's the word. That's the word in the phrase. So there we go. A good first pack. A good first pack, to say the least. So I've got a decision to make now, because given that we're on the battle partners, do I do the English ones next? Or should I move on to the Japanese cards? Do folks have any preference at all? Because I'm game with either. Like, I want to do this regardless. So, if anyone has any thoughts, do let me know. And I will endeavour to try and figure out the best course of action that is next. Let's crack this open. Let's do it. Now, is there a logical way of doing this, or... I suppose I should show my workings on stream, I suppose. Let's move that Zoroark card out of the way. So... Oh, in fact, wait. It's there, isn't it? Is it there? I'll just rip it out, open the side. Sod it. Here we go. There we go. I've also now just realised I probably should have had like a bin or something. Also, it is so warm in here. If you could just see me sweating bullets, I apologise, everybody. So let's see how this all comes out. Well, that is a very interesting way of this having happened. So, how the heck do you get those out? Is there like another bit behind there? Am I just being really dumb? I think I'm being really... I'll come back to that. Because I'm convinced I'm being very dumb. Now, first of all, this is a card that I say is to scale. For me, this is what I would call a normal size card. That works for me very well. It's a really fun idea, though, as well. Hop Zacian. Just a card of this size. That's really, really amusing to me. Very, very good fun. Oh, and we've got a little... that sticker, I think? It's a fun little sticker. And then, of course, to many people, the meat and potatoes of this. We have the card packs themselves. So, in this, we got 4 packs. And we shall open these together. Oh, pardon me, I just got a message. Just want to make sure it's nothing... Yep, we are good. Good, good, good. So, I don't necessarily have a preference of what one I'm going to open first. We're just going to go... Oh, in fact, I've just realised it's multiple things. So we've got 2 Journey Together. We've got an Obsidian Flames and a Surging Sparks. I did not realise that in hindsight. So, cool. Good shout, Matty. I had not considered that. And good, the chat box is appearing. Excellent. My plan worked. Thank you for confirming. Any preference on what I should open first, folks? Because otherwise, I'll probably just go with Obsidian Flames, I guess. Because I don't know if one is more popular than the other, to be quite frank. I should love me some cards at the best of times. So tentatively, I'm going with this. Let's do it. Put these to one side. So best way to open these, I guess I'll do it like this. Okay, so this is an Obsidian Flames package. I don't know if there's a card trick or anything, but either way. So, first of all, we've got a Litwick. Yungoos. That's a cool Charmander card. Dratini. Gumshoes. Pupitar. Togetic. Togetic's cool. Oh, and then this one. Sinistea, come a little holographic pattern there. Holy crap, we got a full art! We got a full art Larvitar in this. That's awesome. Hang on, let me get rid of this. Just getting rid of the back of the code card. We got a full art Larvitar, and what else? I've got an Entei as well? What? And then we got an energy there. Right, hang on. I was not prepared for this. What is going on? Entei is one of my favourite Pokemon. Let's get that in here. There we go. Well, there we go. We're doing pretty good on the pulls so far, folks. So we've got Entei and we've got this full art Larvitar. Really, really good stuff. Get that in there a bit better. There we go. Cool. I'm quite content with that. And yes, I appreciate as well. We're going to go back to Japanese packs soon. But still, I enjoy collecting, as it were. And actually, truth be told, I have not mentioned this on the stream yet. I have started playing Pokemon TCG Live. I am awful at the TCG stream. Hello, Melly. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yes, we're doing some Pokemon card packs today. I've got a bunch of things, and you joined us at a good time because I've just pulled an Entei and also a full art Larvitar from an Obsidian Flames pack. But additionally, as well, in a Japanese pack of the what was it called? Battle Partners, the Journey Together one. Freaking full art Zoroark. Not full art, sorry, a holo Zoroark EX. It's just like, what? So this is 2 packs in, and we've got these so far. This is a good start to the evening, as it were. Yeah, just doing something a little bit different tonight. Just fancied doing a bunch of card-related things. And obviously got a fun little Sinistea as well. So all good stuff. Yes, Matty, I've started playing TCG Live. I've kept it quiet because, to be quite frank, I am so pants at it. Like, beyond pants is how I'll describe it. But yeah, I've dabbled into it. I've tried to do the tutorials. It's quite the leap and the upgrade, I'll say, from TCG Pocket having a go at that, because man, are the players on there difficult. And holy heck, you can barely fight a computer on there if you really want to. So, oh, there's a cable there, don't mind that. So we've got 3 more English packs at the moment. I've got 2 Journey Togethers, and I've got a Surging Sparks. Any preference on what we open next, folks? I'm leaning towards doing maybe the Surging Sparks, but I don't know. Any thoughts? Oh, Mellow. Honestly, TCG Pocket I've got to grips with pretty well. It's just the it's like full TCG, if you will. It's quite something. Like, the fair dues feels it's too simplified. I can more than cope with that, but holy heck, trying to play full-blown TCG, it has been a bit of a journey so far. Surging Sparks it is. Right, I'll put these to the side. So, oh, Mellow, just for point of reference for you, I've already shown this off, but we also have 6 of these. White Flare and Black Bolt Japanese are going to be opening. 6 of each. So that is to come as well. Today is true Pokemon card day. Now, fair play if you autoplay. However works for you, honestly. I treat TCG Pocket more like a puzzle game. Especially when you get to like the harder battles. I try and make it like a little puzzle questy type thing. Right, so there we go. So we're now doing Surging Sparks. I'll put that out the way. So let's see what we get. Zeb Striker. Got a Marill. Also, of which, I will bring the story up again if I can grab the card. Marill, in my school, when the rumor of this was coming out, before like the Orange Island arc of the anime, everyone was calling it Pika Blue. I remember that. I remember those days. I'm sure some other folks do as well. Got Relor. Got Grappaloct. Now, I don't know which game Grappaloct first originated from, but I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I know it evolves as well. You can see it in the top corner there. It evolves from Clobberpuss. Just a really badass looking Pokemon. Love it. Got Mousehold. That's a really cute card. We got Surfer. Got a Pasho Berry. Oh, got a little hollow on there. A Spheal. Looking good. We'll see that in a second. Oh, got a Mankey as well. And then a Zarude. Whoa, that art looks so cool. That looks so cool. Get some more sleeves going here. Probably a few more on standby and just like, you know, 1. Oh, and there was Psychic Energy. If you scan your QR codes off camera, obviously, you technically have more packs. Yes, Matty, I'm aware of that, which is partly why I wanted to do some English packs today as well. As I attempt to sleeve these, I've not got a... Hey, Sean, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the bits there. Thank you so much. We're having a Pokemon card opening day. There we go. There we go. Good little pull from that pack. I'm happy with that. Now, I did see a shout out for Mousehold by Mello, so just have a look at that card again. There you go. Good stuff. There we go. So yeah, another good pack there, to say the least. Now, again, if we're expecting more full arts and stuff, like, I feel we may have peaked quite early in this stream when it comes to what we pulled in terms of cards. But also, you will notice that the way I'm filing this currently is for the purposes of, like, recapping a bit later, so I'm putting them all back in, then we can recap as we wanted. So, we've got 2 more English packs. We've got 2 Journey Together. Any preference on what one we go with first? Do we go with Clefairy, or do we go with... Oh, I totally forgot the name. Well, oh, wait, it's Zacian, isn't it? Because... I know this, because it was on the big card. Did I just cheat? Absolutely. I will admit to this 100%. So, Zacian or Clefairy? Which one do folks want? I'll give you opening both of them regardless. I just thought I'd give people the option. Rip Hop's face. Worst game round. Hop it is. Oh, and we got a Shuffle Clefairy with it. Either way, we'll get to them, but we'll do the hop one first. So, right, get that out of the way. So we are now doing this packet. Let's see what we get, if anything. So we've got Paldean Wooper, Black Belt's Training, Whalmer, Trumpet in the center of the screen. Oh, that's really cute. Look at Zorua. That's really cute. Octillery. I'm not ignoring you at all, Matty. I'm not ignoring you at all. We've got Weezing. Got Cramorant. Got a Clang, which is a hollow one. Sprigatito! Yes! Yes! Excellent stuff. Yes! Very happy with that. Oh, we got a Butterfree as well. That's really cool. Oh, I'm liking that. And then the energy behind is a water energy. I'm liking those pulls. That's a good pack right there. Sparkly kitties indeed. Oh, I'm very happy with that. Oh, I love the Sprigatito card. In terms of am I trying to like aim for any cards in particular, nothing specific, as it were. Weed Kitty. So those were the we'll say just call it the big cards in this pack, as it were. But again, just I love the art on these cards. I love it so much. The Butterfree card is really nice. Yeah, these two in particular, really, really nice. Also the move, tons of treading. I'm just now imagining Sprigatito just making biscuits and then attacking. That's the image I've got in my head. Oh, we are doing good on this though so far. Now, I will say, I'm not sure if like opening cards like this on the stream will become a regular thing. Probably not, but once in a while, you never know. Or heck, maybe I'll change the entire direction of what I do on streaming and just start opening card packs. See how that goes. Money would have to be involved though, because I say money in the sense of I'd have to spend a lot of money to make that possible. Get rid of digital code. Right, so final English pack of Journey Together, as it were. I say because I opened the Japanese one earlier. So, let's see what we get. Black Belt's Training. That Voltorb art is so cool. Look at that. That's so cool. You wouldn't mind, Matty. Noted. Oricorio. Purloin. I love another kitty. Look at that proud kitty. Thieving swipe. Gift packs. Oh no, this might be a dangerous conversation. Pelipper. Kling Clang. Ends Castle. That's a cool bit of art. Larvesta. That's a badass looking card right there. Whoa, that card, look at that! That's so cool! Holy heck! What? I got another Butterfree. There you go. Is it the same one as the last pack? I think it is. Holy heck! And Electric Energy. That card is beautiful. Oh my word. Look, I'll tell you now. If Peach Momoko does a Pokemon card, I've got a problem. It's already bad enough trying to get the One Piece card. Matty knows of my plight. I just want to pull it. I don't want to buy it though. I'm being that kind of person. I like the thrill of the hunt, if you will. So there we go. But yeah, in this pack though, that is great. What a card. I love that artwork. That is so cool. Who does it credit the illustrator as? Katsunori Sato. That is a beautiful card. Oh, actually, Matty, you've reminded me. I do actually have some top loaders here. Hang on. Now you mention it. I've just not actually opened them. I'm just so used to doing it like I've been doing. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got like a bunch of these. So I guess they're probably the things to use. Oh, really, Melu? Let me, how is the plastic shouldn't be that strong? Hang on. Hang on. I'm just being weak. Weak, I tell you. I'm weak. There we go. All right, I'll put those there just off camera. Yeah, I'm not au fait with the protocol on like top loaders and stuff, so it's all still a bit of a new concept to me. Let's see if I can make this work. Will that go in there? There we go. Protection. I assume that's how you do it. I don't know. If I'm doing it wrong, tell me, folks. But while I am here, though, I will also do the Japanese card that we pulled in the first pack. There we go. Protection. Protection DOS. That whale, I love that card. Oh, sorry, the light's shining a bit too much there, but that is such a cool card. My word. Again, honestly, that Voltorb card, though, I'm loving the art on that. So, so good. Yeah, I do want to get a couple of binders, and funnily enough, actually, this goes into a little bit of a conversation I was going to talk about for tomorrow, actually. But I will be meeting up with Matty Boo and Harriet Manga Girl. We're going to be going to a retro video game market, maybe some card shopping involved as well. So I'm probably planning on getting a binder or two, depending, as it were, depending on how things go. I might leave those up there in terms of the pulls that we've done so far. You can't really see them too well because of the light. Nah, it's just it's just by ceiling. All right, fair dues. In fact, you know, while we're here, let's do a recap. Let's find the other thing we pulled. So we've got Sprigatito. It was the same Butterfree card, confirmed. And then there was another full art in one of these, wasn't there? I seem to recall. We've got Spheal. That Zarude card is so cool. Got Mankey. Thin one, then a top loader. Thank you very much. And then I guess it would have been in this one then. Yeah, we've got that Entei card. Very happy with that. There's the Larvitar, sorry. There you go. Remembering my things wrong. There we go. So. There we go. Protection. So yeah, doing good tonight on the pull so far, I would say. But that's not bad for like, what is that? 4 or 5 packs so far? That's pretty dang good. I'll take that. So, next up then, we are moving to Japan land, as it were, because we've got many packs of White Flare and Black Bolt. So, what would you like? So we could do is what I could alternate. So we do a Black Bolt and a White Flare. Do we do a couple of White Flares, a couple of Black Bolts? Any thoughts at all? Because I'm game with just kind of alternating, to be honest. Oh, actually, that said though, while we're figuring it out, I should figure out how to get these out of here. So you can now enjoy watching me trying to figure this out live on stream. Because I genuinely don't know how you're meant to get those out. I see, right, hang on. So there's another cover here. There you go. Oh, no, you can see the code now. Well, whatever. So if I do that, there we go. There we go. The system works. He says desperately trying to open up one of these things first. Right. Do that. Put that there. Also, going back to talking about the Pokemon Presents from the other day, I still cannot wait to see like the Wallace and Gromit producers making a Pokemon thing. I'm so excited to see it. It's gonna be so good. There you go. Put those to one side, and then we'll put you in one of these. Zekrom is your favourite out of the two. Yeah, I'm Black and White's always been like an interesting generation I've wanted to play, but to just sort of never actually play before. So at some point, I do hope they do almost like a remake or embrace it a bit more like some of the things seem to be doing. I'll just throw that over there. Sounds are fine. The sounds are fine. Okay, right, I better grab a few more of them. Put that there. Cool, well then, you know what? We mentioned Zekrom first in the chat there, so why don't we do that then? I'll put these sort of like here, give or take. You know what, I'll just put more screens, far easier. So we'll do a Zekrom pack first. Let's see how we do. There is just something really cool. I've just got a fascination with like Japanese cards in general. Just really, really good fun. Also, I do feel the print quality of them is better as well. That's my take. So, let's see how we do. That art is so fun. Admittedly, some of the names might escape me because my my knowledge is both bad and bad. It's really good fun. The black and white generation, like I say, is one that I'm not too familiar with, but I just love. That's Fracture, I think it is. Get another fun bit of art there. Oh, that's a Pokeball Holo. Look at that. That's really cool. That's really cool. What the heck? Wait. Is that Genesect? I know that one. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. That feels significant. Oh my god. And Electric Eel Dude. Yes! I think that's Throw or Sork. I love these guys, they're great. Okay, right, hang on. Before I do anything else, let's first of all get this Genesect card in a freaking... Look at that. So good. Holy heck. Whew! That is a pull right there, folks. I'm not sure if that's a significant one, but I do remember a mate of mine telling me that there was a particular Genesect one that apparently people are going mad over. More so he was talking about English, but that as a card. Throw, thank you, Mello. Just, I love that. That's so cool. We're still doing good on the old pulls today, then. Oh, yes, and I want to put this in the thing as well. I love these Pokeball variants, though. And apparently there's, like, Master Ball ones as well, which are really cool. I love that as a concept. Get a little holo Pokeball. That was a good pack, to say the least. A good pack. Good fun. But are you folks ready for the weekend? Got anything in particular planned? Will you yourself now be getting Pokemon cards because I'm doing this? Have I influenced you? Of which, if I have, I'm both sorry and not sorry. We will need to scratch one of those itches occasionally. I'll put this pack to the side here for now. And then next up will be a White Flare pack. Let's see how we do. I will say, in terms of collecting Pokemon cards as well, part of me wants to maybe just try and aim for certain Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure the Pokemon that I would aim for are all going to have cards that are stupidly expensive. So part of me is tempted to do that, but we'll see. Doing this tonight might help me figure out maybe what direction I want to go in collecting cards. But, oh, look at that for smart. Do that, there we go. Oh yeah, Matty, I wonder who that is. I love that dealing art. That's so cool. It's beautiful. That's also good fun. What the heck? What is going on with me pulling these cards today? What the heck? That is... I'm not au fait, but holy heck. Right, hang on, let me call in the cavalry to help me here. The cavalry being a quick little Google Translate. Can I make this work? Nah, it's not working. I was going to try and do it on my phone. Bear with me. It just said Iront. Hey Harriet, how you doing? So yes, what is going on tonight with these pulls? So Oh my god, that look at that hollow art. That is, I love that look. Holy cow. Right. Put you there. That's great as well. Love that art. Wow, that is badass art right there. Okay, so from this pack, he says quickly rapidly trying to grab some more sleeves. So from this, we got this one. There we go. I've still not got that, and we got this. Now, this is significant. Now, the translate thing came up with Irant or Iront. I'm not sure if that is the correct name in English or not, so I will have to figure that out. Card number 149 of White Flare. We are doing this. Not that I had any expectation, but in terms of what we're getting tonight, in terms of pulls, this is pretty blooming good. I'll say that much. Flippin' heck. You're going to hear me saying flippin' heck a lot tonight because I'm genuinely shocked. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. If Friday nights now turned into me opening Pokemon cards relentlessly, this would certainly be a change of direction for things, wouldn't it? All right, put that pack to one side. Next up, we go back to Black Bolt then. So. Let's see how we do. Now look, I'm not saying I'm going to have constant luck, but this cannot keep happening tonight. You know what I mean? There's only so much luck one can have. That's a unique design. It's like we're swimming through sand, but it looks like water. That's a really cool design. Sandile. Yeah, that's really cute. We pulled that in one of the other packs, I think. The name escapes me off the top of my head, sorry. That's a cool bit of art there. The name is, I think, is it Conkeldurr? Something like that? In fact, also, hard to tell, but that is actually a Pokemon Ball Hollow as well. There you go. So that's a rare one, as it were. Oh, look at this! Got the evolved form there. I think this card is Fennel, because a friend of mine was showing them what English ones they'd pulled so far, and this was one of them, so I think that's Fennel. And holy cow, that art! Look at that! That is so badass. Well, that was another good pack, to say the least. And this Pokeball, I love these Pokeball hollows. There's such a fun quirk of a design. Really, really good fun. I don't know how expansive, as it were, that the hollow train goes. I probably could actually look it up if I tried, but in fact, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. Let me attempt to put some order on my desk here, and I'll see if I can bring up a site that may give me some info. Right, so one of the first things I found out, so this Genesect one, let's have a look. What is significant about this? So apparently, in addition to regular cards, each of the 156 Unova Pokemon will get an illustration rare or a special illustration rare. This marks the first time that every Pokemon in a set will get this treatment. Holy heck. Holy heck. So yeah, I'll try and sort of have a look at card list properly at some point. But for now, let's keep this train rolling. But yeah, the Pokeball Hollows. So do you know what, actually? This might be a bad thing to aim for. If I was going to do a proper, like, collection of something, it might be for the Pokeball style hollow ones. Obviously, the full arts are really cool. I love full arts, but there's just something about the, it's like about just the ball hollows that are just really, really cool. So let's have a gander. What's in the white flare pack? So we're now doing, packet wants to, there we go. We're now doing white flare. So, look at that little art. It's great. That's Scraggy, I think it is. Is that the name? That is a very, very fun bit of art. That's really cute. Oh, that's a ball hollow. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Holy crap, that's a Master Ball one. That's a Master Ball hollow? Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, hang on. I'll put that one down safely for a second. Is that... That is so cool. The name has totally escaped my brain, but oh my word. That is so cool. Mian Shao, I think it is. Love this. Stunfisk, I think that is. Well, okay, we were talking about ball hollows literally a few moments ago, weren't we? And flipping heck, I've just pulled that. Whoop. Whew. We're having good fun with this so far, folks. Holy cow. Well, there we go. Getting a Master Ball hollow, that's... A Master Ball hollow's top loader worthy? In my opinion, yes. If it's a Master Ball one, yes, it will go into one of these. My friend just got back to me and there are Pokeball hollows and Master Ball hollows. Yeah, literally, here's a Master Ball hollow in the flesh. The Master Balls are worth more. Well, isn't that convenient? But you know, honestly, I wouldn't necessarily try and sort of buy the cards like... And I'm not saying this is what you're insinuating either, Mello, but it's just as a general point of order. I like to just collect things. And at some point you might want to sell a collection, but I wouldn't necessarily go into things just trying to make money off of, like, collecting cards, if you know what I mean. Obviously, if you can get more money, everyone would like a little bit more money here and there, where you can. So that'd be cool. So, now, as we know, folks, we've got 4 more packs of each. However, there's something else I've not told you about that I may have in my possession. As I put those to one side. Because another thing that I might have in my possession is one of these. Would you folks like me to crack this open and we look at the packs inside these? Would you like me to do it now? Should we save it for another time? Or should I carry with the Japanese packs for now? What say you, folks? What say you? Or should I just keep this sealed as an investment? Oh, did the sound... There you go. The sound played. There you go. Yeah. So let me know what you think. Matty, I know this is just the way things worked out. Honestly, it's just the way things worked out. Also, I will say now, I did not pay stupid money for this. I want to make that clear. I actually got this at a decent price. So do not think for 1 minute I paid like stupid money, because I didn't. So do you want me to do this now, or should I do some more Japanese packs? I'm game either way, you know. Just there you go. All right, we'll do this now. Hang on, let me just reorganize my desk a bit here. No, Harriet, I never complain if you buy Lorcana cards. Do what you want. You know what? Do what you want. I should have thought about this. I've got to try and open this properly. Hang on. Use my trusty... there we go. So... let's try and... I'm trying to do this on camera so it's like proof and whatnot. It's brand new and such. So, here we go. Brand new and fresh. this to one side. So we've got the book that will show you everything in there. We'll leave that to one side. He says trying to keep his desk organized as much as possible and failing miserably. So, I love this box design. This is so cool. So, inside, we get... I think I'm just gonna pull that out, it might be easier. There we go. Rapidly running out of room. I did not consider this, but hey ho, it's all good fun. So we've got, I assume, lots of energy cards in there. We get some sleeves. Holy cow, these sleeves are badass. Oh my god. They look so, wait, there was the briefcase mellow. Oh, actually, I do have the, where's the rocket pack open last week? Yeah, I could know that. So the promo card in this one is a Wobbuffet. Look at that. That's such good fun. I love that. Oh, also get some cool looking dividers in there as well. Look at those dividers. They're proper badass. And then additionally in here, we have some dice and we've got some counters as well. So there we go. Righty then, as I try and move things out of the way. Somewhat failing miserably. Right. And then, of course, we have packs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of Destined Rivals. Hey, Dave. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, it's all gone. It's all gone here, as it were. Stuff's happened. Things are happening. Things have moved. I'll leave that there, I guess. So, I guess we're opening up some Destined Rivals packs. So, what one do we want to open first, folks? We've got, let's count what we've got of each. So we got 3 Giovanni. We've got 2 of Rocket, 2 of Ho-Oh, and 2 of Garchomp. Any preference as to how we do this first? Any preference? Whoever says something first in chat, I'll do that one first. In the interim, please enjoy this oversized Hop Zacian card. Giovanni. Okay, we're doing a Giovanni first. You may have fired a signal flare. Alright. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of do this in somewhat of an order. In fact, you know what? We'll do the other 2 Giovanni packs at the bottom. There we go. So this will be the order we're opening up next, as it were. So, first up, we're doing a Giovanni and Mewtwo pack. Let's see what we get. Now, I can already tell you, I've forgotten the strength involved and needed. Get that one out of the way. Okay. This is the pack we're opening. Oh, it's upside down. What does it mean? What does it mean? Are these all upside down? Yeah, I turned upside down. That's what it means. So, we've got Yanma. We've got Cynthia's Gibble with Rock Hurl. Great name for a move. We've got Pineco. We've got Clamperl. Oh, sorry, hit the microphone. We've got Floatzel. Team Rocket's Ariana. We've got Manectric. Dolive. It's a fun little Holostar one there. Weasel. And Team Rocket's Tyranitar. And then behind it, we've got basic energy electric. There you go. That was a good little pull in that pack. I'm happy with that. I like this Dolive one, like the green and that hollow. So I like the Sprigatito one from earlier. Like it works really well as an effect. I will try and do this a tad quicker because I appreciate taking up a lot of time with this. But I'm having good fun. And as long as you folks are as well, that's the main thing. So that was our first pack. Ooh. Thank you so much for the follow, Dave. Much appreciated. There we go. We should put that to one side. Next up. Oh, left basic energy there. Next up, we got this one. Also, I love that art, just in general. It's really, really good fun. And pardon my gammy hands, by the way. Sorry. Well, that just got that's just crumbled. That pack was ready to be opened, if anything. Okay, leave that there. Get rid of that. Okay. Clampearl. Ponyta! That art is so cute! Oh my god! Marmy's Scraggy. Mudbray, who evolves into Mudsdale. Oh my god, that Rapidash art is incredible. Do you know what? You know, we were talking about if I would like pick a particular Pokemon to try and collect. Rapidash might be one of the ones I would try. I'd probably try and do a Gengar or something like that in a heartbeat, but I bet there are like so many Gengar cards it would just be impossible to do. But Rapidash, that's what I'd probably aim for. Got a Scrafty. TM Machine. A Granite Cave. Oh my god, what? This is a gold card. What's going on? What just happened? What do I do? Oh god, there's a, we'll come back to that. There's a thrower underneath. Oh my
draft card.
Oh my god, hang on. I'm aware gold cards mean something significant. Whew. Matty. Holy cow. Okay, right. Is that in there? There we go. Well, folks. Well. Hello there, Queeness. Hope you're doing well. You joined at an incredible time. Well, I'm gonna assume that is quite significant. It's a 25 pack. Is it? Cool. All right. Holy cow. Okay. Sorry, and because we were caught up in the moment, this was the other one as well. Zorora. Triple. How do I triple sleeve it, Matty? That's one of the best cards of the set, you're saying. Oh my god. Oh, also, I didn't realize the Granite Cave was a hollow. I did not realize. That's also why it caught me slightly off guard as well. What is my luck tonight? To be fair, you're not wrong, actually. I've had some pretty dang good luck tonight between the Japanese packs and the English ones. Oh my god. I'm glad I'm streaming this now, so we can all enjoy this together, as it were. Holy heck. Yeah, that's reflecting. Oh, that is a beautiful card. I'll sort out the positioning in the top loader a bit later, folks. I won't just leave it like nearly hanging out the thing, I promise. But oh my word, that is something. Pussy, my mates in the card shop, when I told them, oh yeah, you know that ETB I got from you, it's like, oh my god, I've just got to follow a gold Met message. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, folks. Holy heck, that's incredible. Thank you. Well, I'll have to tell them about this later. Get a top loader for the top loader. Oh, how'd you do that? Can it get down there more? Yeah, okay, I think that's safe in there. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna leave that there, as it were. Well, I guess we're doing this one next. Speaking of, right? My word. What an insane moment. Okay. So that with Giovanni's Mewtwo, Team Rocket's Moltres, and Cynthia's Garchomp. Oh, I get it. So they're the proper, like, what's the phrase? Is it chase cards of the set? Okay. They're some of the best cards, are they? Noted. So we've got a Breloom. Snowbird. That art's fun. I like that. Hippopotas. Ekans. Snake backwards. I said the thing. Hippowdon. We got the evolved form there. There you go. Morgrim. You see, look, I'm not very familiar with Morgrim, but I'm picking a lot. I love this tomorrow. I'm a Harriet. That's a cool piece of art there. Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. Got a Torchic. Got a nice little holo design there. Oh, that actually shows the holo really well like that. Got Team Rocket's Meowth as a holo. That's really, really cool as well. And we've got a Hydrapple. Which actually, that artwork, the artwork on these is incredible. And we got Grass Energy. Well. Get him to pick any packs you want. But what if I've just saved up all of my luck for tonight, you know? Do you know what? I'm getting a kick out of this. I wouldn't mind trying to do something like this on a more regular basis. It's just, it'd be the cost involved, as it were. We'll have to see. I'll look into it, folks, but I will not promise anything as well. Maybe once every so often. We'll see. Because it also depends if you can get hold of the cards or not, quite frankly. Righty then. Next up, a Garchomp pack. Also, I appreciate the camera is kind of moving a bit. Sorry, I'm sort of trying not to hit the things too much, but it's addictive, that rush of dopamine. Yeah, honestly, it is. You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Move that to one side. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to do my usual thing of that's the pack we're opening. Okay, so we have that beautiful Ponyta card as well. Again, rather. Scraggy. Mudbray. Breloom. Misty Psyduck. Team Rocket Energy. That card looks so cool. Looks so good. Also, interesting note. It says it can only be attached to a Team Rocket Pokemon. Very interesting note. Got Porygon Z, or Porygon Z, however you want to pronounce it. Just adjusting my camera a bit. There we go. Electrike. It's a really cool holo design. And that artwork again. All the artwork on these is so good. Oh my god, I've got a full art Kangas card. Holy crap. Kangas card is one of my favorites. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I've got, look at that Annihilate card. That's so cool. Oh my god. And then we've got a Dark Energy. Oh my god, that is such a cool card. Right, I'll do Annihilate first. There we go. And then this Kangaskhan card. That, I love that. Oh, and look, if you look closely, freaking Quagsire there, right? That is such a lovely card. Sorry about my gammy fingers again as well. Try and cover them up. There you go. Oh, it's so cool. I'll do the Electrike as well while I'm here. Yeah, I'm certainly having some insane luck, which blatantly means in the next sort of things I try and pull on a different day, I'm not gonna have anywhere near this luck, as it were. My word. Okay then, next up. It's a rocket pack, as it were. I probably should have put the Annihilate in that other pack as well, hang on. In my random filing system of things. So, we've got a rocket pack next. I keep just seeing that Ho-Oh card there. It just keeps looking at me, keeps staring at me in a very loving way. Also, I'm just gonna take a quick sip of drink. Just bear with me a second. Actually, very delicate how I grabbed that so I didn't drop it on any of the cards. Excuse me. All right, let's put this down here. Also, I was wondering where that thing went earlier. Found it, so I can put it back here now. There we go. Righty then, let me just attempt to get this out of the way as well. Bear with me a second. There we go. Right, there we go. So, apologies. We're doing this one. Okay. Beautiful art once again. Phoebus. Dottler. Applin. Sorry, just not. It's Mini Drain is the name of the move. Love that. Toadcrawl. Cool. I'm a tentacle person personally, but there you go. Or tentacruel rather. Oh, we've got. Is that a Holloway? No, it's just a pattern on the card. Got a Team Rocket Golbat. Team Rocket's Archer. Nose Pass, Holo style. That's really, really cool. Ethan's Adventure. A Holo style one. That's really, really cool. And Team Rocket's Sneasel. There we go. And then got Psychic Energy at the end. There go, some fun things in there. I like this. I really like this Nose Pass one, actually. Again, I love the way the Holo designs work. I feel that was the that's probably the accepted pull rate of things that Jeremy should have, not what he's had so far tonight. Also, why am I talking about myself in the third person? It's just how it happened. I didn't plan that at all. So there we go. So yeah, quick recap from that pack. Those were the ones. We got Nose Pass, Ethan's Adventure, and Sneasel. Matty, you'll remember, because as I mentioned earlier, folks, I'm going to be meeting up with Harriet and Matty tomorrow. At the retro video game market, there was at least one stall that was selling cards, wasn't there? I seem to recall, because I think that's where you got me the One Piece pack that you bought me. I seem to recall. So who knows what might happen tomorrow. There are cards available at a decent price. We're doing a Ho-Oh pack. Let's see how we do here. Two stalls there were. Cool. Wonder if there'll be more this time. So, this is the one we're doing. Okay. One of the vendors you saw at MCM, did you? As well. Zubat. Team Rocket's Meowth. Dwebble. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. Cyndaquil. Oh, cool. We got an Ogerpon. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Shaman. Oh, that art as well is so cute. Ethan's Adventure. Oh, we've got a little holo there. Team Rocket's Blipbug. Team Rocket's Orbeetle. Some fun art there once again. Holo style. And then... a Regirock EX. That's really cool as well. And then we got Basic Energy Water. Well, there we go. I need to put some more card sleeves. I'm going through these card sleeves like the clappers. I will one day figure out how these card sleeves work properly. There we go. Another good pull. We'll leave that one there. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier before we started pulling stupid things out of packs, as it were, I probably would aim for maybe like the ball, like the ball type cards to probably collect. I think that's probably a more achievable one. Be it Pokeball, not. I imagine Master Ball ones are probably going to be so expensive to try and do if I were to try and do that. But ball type sort of holo cards, I think there's something to that actually, and that really does interest me. So, folks, I will give you the option. Because we still have 3 of the Destined Rivals in English, but obviously I also still have 4 of Japanese White Flare and 4 of Japanese Black Bolt. What would you like me to do? I will happily go in whatever direction you folks want on this. Just let me know what you'd like me to focus on for the next pack. Do you want to change things up a bit? Do you want me to carry on with English for now, then we switch back to Japanese? Let me know. Happy to go in whatever direction. Flare, Bolt, Rocket. Okay. There's a suggestion there. Any other suggestions from folks watching? Anything that takes your fancy? Personally, I'm going to say this. We're going to open all of these. It's not that I'm not going to open them. It's just the order. Okay, so we've got some Flare, Bolt, Rocket, Bolt. Okay, yeah, okay. All right. We'll go with this then. So we'll do... I'll try and remember the order of this, as it were. So it'll be Flare... Bolt, then Rocket. Okay. So, Japanese White Flare, here we come. That's the evolved form of Tepig. Again, the names are going to escape me, folks. Apologies. This is just how my brain goes. Look at that little Joltik. That's really cool. That's Vanillish, I think. Oh, I'll talking about Bull Rares. Look at that one. That's really cool. That's a Zoroark, right? To add to the one we got earlier. That's the one we got earlier. Like, I want a bit of a Zoroark frenzy today. That's mental. Oh, look at that art. That art is so cool. So cool. There we go. That was another good pack, that one. But yeah, I'm getting a real... Every time I sort of see the bull variants, the bull rares, I should say, holos, there's something about it that's just really taking my fancy. That might be what I start aiming for, maybe. The plot thickens. I'm definitely going to need some card binders now as well, so that'll definitely be on the docket if we see any tomorrow, Matty and Harriet. So next up, Black Bolt Japanese. Let's see how we do. And let me just double check something quickly. Bear with me. And Queen Sass, by the way, I've just been able to actually look at it now because my thing has loaded up properly. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate I acknowledged the follower goal earlier, but thank you for the follow. Just wanted to make sure I acknowledge that properly. So there we go. Let's see how we do in this pack. Darumaka, I think that is. Muna, or Muna, however you meant to pronounce it. But that art, look. Yeah, I love the art. They're so good. That's not Snivy. It's the one in between Snivy and the final form, which name is escaping me. That's really annoying. That's an Ordino, and that's a Pokeball variant. Variant holo. Sorry, I've got to get my words right. Oh, that's Cobalion. Servine. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Oh my god, that artwork. Look at that. I adore that. That evil intent right there. Something special. Talking of evil intent. And there we go, that was that pack. But hey, we got another Pokeball variant. We are doing good on those kind of pulls tonight. Righty then. Yeah, I think the thing that I love first of all, it's not a phrase. The thing I'm really enjoying, which you can gather from how often I'm looking at them, just the artwork on these cards is beautiful. Oh, also, in case folks aren't aware as well, with these Japanese packs, generally Japanese packs have 5 cards inside, but they do vary. In the Black Bolt and White Flare in Japan, they have 7 cards in each pack. Because I think in English, for example, in this Destined Rivals one, there are 10 cards in there. So yeah, in Japan it works a bit differently, but I also think that the actual print quality of the Japanese cards is actually better. It just feels like it's stronger more than anything. Speaking of Rocket, back to English we go. Yeah, there is just something about the Japanese cards that really stands out. Okay. Sort of like a different color scheme, I think it is. Okay, so now we are doing this one. Let's see how we do. Satoddle. Look at that Purloin art. That's so cool. Love that. Mareep. Slugma. Abomasnow. Judge. What does Judge do? Each player shuffles their hand into the deck and draws 4 cards. Okay, fair. Fortress. I nearly screwed that name up. Hippopotas. That's a holo. Oh, I've got a holo style Zapdos. That's really, really cool. I don't know what the actual term for these are, so if there is like a proper term for these kind of cards, do let me know, folks. I'm just calling it a holo. And then Yanmega EX. That's cool. And then we got Metal Energy. That's a really nice card, just the way that pops in the light. But yeah, I do agree about the back of the Japanese cards. In fact, you know what? Let's hang on. Let me grab the previous pack. Let's just compare quickly. So I'll do it with one of these. So this is the Japanese back, and this is the English back. Yeah, I do much prefer the Japanese back of the cards. There's just a bit more... Flair's not the right word. It feels like there's just a bit more personality to it. I can't think of the right word to use, but no, I 100% agree with what you're both saying, though. 100%. So we got another good pack there. Let me just get these holos in here. I really like this Zapdos one, though. Not just because it's Zapdos, but just, again, like the way sort of the holo pops behind it. It's really, really cool. Now we got Yanmega there. There we go. And then next up, we're going back to Japan, is what I nearly said, which is not the exact phrase I was thinking of. but that's how it was said. We're going for White Flare. Oh, it opens differently. I'm so used to doing the English packs in a certain way. Did they Queen Sus? I did not know that. That's interesting. Is it a fairly... So in newer, are we talking, say, like in the past couple of years, or like literally with this set, as it were? Well, actually, you said sets plural, so yeah, it probably would be not too far away. That's good fun. Oh, look at that. We've got the evolved form there. That's cool. Got a little bit of an evolution chain going on there. That's really, really cool. Love that. Oh, look at that. That's M-Ball, right? Oh, that's a bull variant. That is a Pokeball variant right there. That's really, really cool. That's so cool. Oh my god. I recognize that, but the name has totally gone out of my brain. That's really, really cool. And then we got a Galvantula.
Damn.
Oh, and we've also got that as well. Well, got two good cards in that pack there. Yeah, if this stream is doing anything, it's not only fueling my desire for more cards to buy, but also really fueling my desire for the sort of the ball hollows. I think that's a Teddy Ruxpin. Yeah, they are really nice. I will have to try and figure out the name properly for this one, folks. I apologise. I'm not up on that. I recognise them. Just literally, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Leave that there so we can all figure that out in due course. Next up, Black Bolt. Bufferland, thank you. Yes, I knew it was something like that. My brain was just going a bit silly on that. Yeah, well, this is definitely a Black Bolt pack. I get confused because there's like enough black and white on both of these packs that I second guess myself sometimes. So, okay. I recognise you, but the name's not in my head. Conkeldurr again. We got the holo of that earlier, I believe. 70s bull, yes, exactly. Oh, that's really cool. That's is that Golem? Oh, that's a bull variant. Oh, it's really cool. Yeah, I think I've found my thing. Oh my god. That's Zekrom, isn't it? Golurk, oh my god. What is going on tonight? What is going on tonight? This is madness. What is my luck? My word. That Zekrom is that Zekrom art is proper badass. My word. I keep saying my word. I'll try and think of a different word to use soon, folks, but that's just the word that keeps appearing in my brain. Well, get him to pick your cards. That was a good pack, that one. That was a good pack. Right, well, I'll try and leave... I'll leave Zekrom there. I appreciate the light is shining quite badly. I can't do much about that, but... Put you under there. There we go. So, that was Black Bolt, which means... Have I got that right? Okay, so folks, at this point, we have got 2, 2, and 2. Because of the way the numbering works, I'm going to have to push things up a little bit. So I've got 2, 2, and 2. Should we just go along one of each? until we get to the end. So we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Any thoughts? Okay, he's over my packs when they turn up. Honestly, Queen's ass, I don't know what is going on tonight, but I am having some stupid luck, it seems. Or would you folks like me to perhaps go one of each? All right, we'll go through. So we'll go White, Bolt, Destined. We'll go in that order. So yes, well that then does mean, if I can get my words out, is we'll come back to the English cards. We'll want to keep this in order. So White Flare it is once again. Just reading what you said, Belly. Oh, that art again, it's so cute. Tepig. Oh my word, that card is beautiful. Holy cow. What is going on tonight? This is insane. Put that down gently. I love this effect they've got. I'm not sure if it shows up too well on camera, but I love that, the way they've done the holo on that. It's really, really cool. There you go, there's Sork. There you go. Look at that. Look, I can't control this, just... That card is so lovely. Oh, I love that design so much. Oh, got cables. Hang on, I've got a cable thing happening here. Bear with me. There we go. Right, now we pop this in one of these. I need to master the art of actually using is the wrong word, but putting cards into one of these. There we go. Matty, One Piece cards are a different beast. I think we can safely say that. But this is great fun though. Oh my days. Sorry, I appreciate the light is not working out too well there, but yeah, some of the luck we're getting tonight is pretty mental, to say the least. Okay, so that was a White Flare pack. Next up, Black Bolt. Oh, this pack's a little bit... It's not torn as well. Well, that does not want to tear. Okay, there you go. Is that a sign of something? We will see, won't we? Okay. I know you, but I can't remember your name. Fun art once again. Oh, that is a Pokeball variant. We got the Golurk a few minutes ago, didn't we? He says trying to... Oh, in fact, there it is. It's right there. Oh, so that's really cool. So I've actually got the Pokeball variants of both of those. That's really cool. I like that. What? Is this... This is Trilba, isn't it? What is going on? Exadrill, thank you, that was it. That looks so good. I love the way that pops. That is so good. And again, that really cool art there. Bye everyone, I'm dead, says Matty. No, Matty, no, not allowed. Oh, utterly insane. Right, let's get some of these sleeved up, as it were. Oh, there we go. Thank you for bearing with me. Pop that one in there. Yeah, eventually I'll figure out how these top loaders work properly. So yeah, that's another great pull, to say the least. Honestly, it's a little thing, but in terms of the idea of doing the Pokeball variants, like, I love that. Like, it's just, there's a fun design element to there being the Pokeball variants. Like, I've got like a little evolution chain going on there. That's just really good fun to me. Yeah, all of these Japanese packs I bought from my friend's shop, literally. Yeah, quite literally. If I could find that card quickly, I'd flash it on screen. But I've got so many packs around me, I can't actually find it right now. But cardsonlock.com if you want to check it out. Again, not a sponsor or anything, they're just my mates. There you go. If that's any help. There you go. So next up, we're back to English. It's Destined Rivals. We've got a Giovanni Mewtwo pack. Let's see how we do. Yeah, right. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Snover. Hippopotas. Ekans. Combusken. Oh, Houndoom! Oh, so cool. That artwork is so cool. Look at those eyes. Energy resource. What does that do? Shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. That's good. In my opinion. Medicham. Lounging about there. Oh, we got Tyranitar. I think we pulled one of these earlier. I can't remember. That's a fun reverse holo. Is that the term reverse holo? That just came into my brain for no reason. But I remember someone saying it once. Skarmory. And a Spidops. There you go. Reverse holo is a term. Cool, I didn't make that up out of thin air then. That's good. I'm not totally space crazy yet. There we go. Another... Again, yeah. The more I keep saying it and the more I keep thinking of it, I do think the ball variants are what I'm going to aim for long term. It just seems to be a great thing to aim for, and a fun thing, more to the point. Because ultimately, collecting this stuff needs to be fun. You know, I am gradually stopped wanting to learn the game as well. Like I said at the beginning of doing this, I've started playing like the TCG Live and whatnot, so we'll see if that can maybe lead to anything more, potentially, down the line. We will see. I say as I'm trying to make some additional room here, because I'm rapidly running out of room. I need to try and work this. Bear with me a second. Let's put that there. Okay, yeah, put those there. Cool, yeah, that works. Next up then. Final white flare pack. Let's see how we do. Yeah, TCG Pocket, honestly, Queencess has been the way I've learned to play the game, and then I've sort of thought, I want to give it a try, and obviously then just getting utterly rinsed by people, but it's made me want to try more, and try and get better, and really appreciate this in a different way, so long term, we shall see. Maybe I'll try and do some on the stream, potentially, and we can all laugh at me being bad. I'm just going to push those up there a little bit. There we go. Whoa, hang on. That's That's a Pokeball variant. Is that Thunderous? I recognize it's one of like the 3 weather god type Pokemon, as I call it. I call them the weather gods. I know they're not exactly, that's just what I call them. But that's really cool. That artwork is so cool. We've got another mighty Emboar there, looking good. Oh, that artwork is so cute as well. That's really cute. Oh, there's another card there, sorry. There we go. Tornadus, I was close. I was close. Totally wasn't. I was close. Thank you. And I apologize for getting the names wrong, folks. It's just, again, trying to... my brain can only try so much, as it were, and can only know so much. There we go. So we got those in this last white flare pack. Very happy with that. Yeah, I think ball variants. That's the name of my new prog metal band. I'm starting ball variants. Okay. Which brings us on to the final Japanese Black Bolt pack. Let's do this. Okay. I don't know if it's a sign. The wind has just really picked up. Is that because I got Tornadus' name wrong? Or is that in relation to this pack? That's really, really ominous and creepy. It's been a giant gale through my door just now. No, Queen says, you know what? It's not sad at all. Like, I can remember a good chunk of them, but there are just a couple of generations where, because of, like, school and work and stuff like that, just... I saw there's a couple of generations that just really passed me by, so that's just sort of the way it works out, as it were. So if you know the names, more power. That cute bit of art there. Oh, look at that, that's so cool. Oh, hang on. We've got a ball hollow. Look at that. That's great. Oh, that's so cool. That's a One Piece pose if I've ever seen one right there. That's ready for battle. There we go. Sorry, I thought it shone in my light then, but it didn't, obviously. That's the evolved form of Mana, I know that. Yeah, I think if there's one thing we've established tonight, the ball variants are the way I'm probably going to go when it comes to probably collecting things, if I was going to focus on something. But the reverse hollows and stuff, it's they've certainly captured my eye and whatnot. Really, really good stuff. So there we go. That concludes the white flare pulls for today and black bolt pulls. But folks, we still have one more pack, in the words of Apple, and one more thing. We have the final pack of the day, Destined Rivals.
Let's go, bub.
Indeed. Let's see how we do. Let's see how we do. To be fair, I'm going to say this now. If there is not anything in here, we've had such a good pull rate tonight. Like, I'm blown away by what we've had tonight so far. So I will not be at all unhappy, because I am so happy. And I've had such a great time doing this tonight. Okay. Oh, got upside down again, sorry. There we go, right. Got Taurus looking like a badass as usual. Morpeko! The move spiky wheel! Larvitar, Team Rockets. Team Rockets Blipbug. We got one of these earlier, but I didn't actually appreciate the art. That's a really fun bit of art there. Just seeing a bunch of Pokeballs out of the box. Teal Mask Ogapon. That's really nice to see. Team Rockets Giovanni. There you go. We got the boss. Got the boss man.
You activated my trap card.
Arcanine. Oh, looking so happy. We got a Houndour. A holo style one. Yay! Got a Talo. Holo style. We got a Gorbis. And a Fighting Energy. That, folks, we've had a... I'll pull out all the cards in a second that we've got, like, up here and stuff. But that has been a tremendous amount of fun tonight. And ultimately, we also pulled the big boss, as I just mentioned as well. So, very happy with that. Oh, I need some more sleeves. So, I think I had a full pack of 100 sleeves when I started this. And I think I've nearly... I've gone through a fair chunk of them tonight. So, yes, just to recap on that final pack, folks. We got the Talo, the Houndour, excuse me, and Gorbis. That was indeed a lot of fun, and we should do a full recap in just a few moments' time. I appreciate some of these cards I'm putting back in a pack now, so I'm going to sort of mess up my own filing system. But what are filing systems if not to also be somewhat dismantled in the process? So, okay, in no particular order, I'm just going to sort of pull them out as we go. But, so we've got this Pokeball Tornadus. We've got the Pokeball of these two. Oh, thank you so much, Dave. Thank you. We've got the Pokeballs of those, part of the evolution line there, which is good fun. We've got 70s Bull, Johnny Bulvo, as I'm calling him temporarily because I've forgotten the name again. That was an appalling name, I know. Or in fact, I want to keep that separate, sorry. Sort of want to gather up the Bull variants. Emboar, yes, this was the other Emboar we got. So we got a different holo style. We didn't, but we got the Bull one. Going into English stuff, we've got the reverse holo of that. Yeah, Mega EX. Got the Zapdos. I'm just mixing up the languages now. Good start. Regirock EX. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking of playing a game tonight, but I might actually wrap up because that's been a good laugh and obviously a long day tomorrow as well. But yeah, we'll go over these before we conclude properly, though. And absolutely. So yes, Tyranitar. All right, so let's focus on some of these now. So we've got this Excadrill EX. Oh, we've got another Bull variant here, which you can just about see in the light there. There we go. I think one of the big pulls of the day, which why I haven't put that at top loader, I don't know. So I'm going to correct that right now. There we go. So yes, a Zekrom EX. Adore this full art. Adore this. It's so good. This full art Kangaskhan, that's getting top loaded. It's a beautiful card. A beautiful card. Love that so much. We got this card, which I need to double check the actual name of it. It's not Durant, is it? Or something like that? It's something along those lines, but yeah, I'm just drawing a blank. Apologies, folks. But a very, very cool card. Elsewhere on the Pokeball front, we've got this Ordino, I think it is. We got this. It is a Durant, good. Got this Skarmory reverse holo. As we get into our final few cards here. We got this Pokeball. I was going to clearly top load all of the... Oh no, this is why. This is the Master Ball variant that we got in the pack. See that there, Master Ball? So yeah, we got a Master Ball variant of that. That's why this one's in a top loader. Then we've got this lovely Larvitar full art. This could be one of the biggest pulls of the day, I think, because this is the Japanese Genesect EX. There are a couple of versions of like rare and special illustration rares, I think, in the Japanese version. I don't know if this is one of them. I might try and look it up in a minute before we conclude properly. Obviously got this Zoroark EX. Looks badass as anything. Zacian EX. Of course, we've got this amazing Whale Lord full art. So good. And yeah, like I say, Genesect DX, I'll put it here. But I think we can all agree, I think the pièce de résistance for today was pulling this. How? Who the heck knows? But Ethan's golden ho-ho, as it were, or a golden card, if that's what it is, just... That is probably the pièce de résistance for this today. But that was such good fun, folks. And thank you all so much for joining me. I think I am going to actually wrap up today because we've had a good fun stream here. And yeah, I think me going to a game now, much as I would love to try and play a game, I think my brain will probably just not be fully active and stuff. So yeah, I think we probably will begin to wrap up for today. But I lost my train of thought completely. But yes, a raid, that's what I was going to say. So first of all, I will go back to this window. There we go. So yes, thank you all so much once again for joining. It has been an absolute blast doing this. Matty, I just saw your comment of, how did I pull the golden ho-ho? I pulled it from a pack. Like, yes. Yes, I did. Look how tiny it is in comparison to that last camera angle. Love cards. Right, let me get a raid thing underway. In terms of plans for forthcoming streams, folks, as things stand, I'm planning on doing a stream Friday next week. Possibility there may not be a stream next week. We'll see how things go. It's sort of just going to depend on things because we're getting into August. It's going to be a bit of a busy time, but we will see on that front how things go. But after that, Claire should be back, and then we're going to be probably carrying on with either Somnium Files at that point. So we shall see. But yep, Friday, 7 PM UK time, as we are here each and every week pretty much. And obviously, if someone decides to announce a stream like Pokemon Presents or, you know, a streamy thing like that, we will see. I will say, over Evo weekend, apparently Evo is going to have the first playtest, I think, of the new Marvel game, Marvel Tokan Ultimate Souls, which is like the Marvel v Capcom thing I went mental over when that was announced at the State of Play. There's also going to be some kind of developer panel about the game. So whether I can do it live or I do it after the fact, I might do a watch along of that because I'm very interested in learning more about that game and trying to understand more of it. If that is of interest to anyone, we will see. I also appreciate there are some raids going on in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet at the moment. I would like to try them. I don't know if I'll be able to. So we will wait and see on that front. We might try and do something at some point. But hey, in the grand scheme of things, not that long till Legends ZA, eh? Right, initiating a raid. So folks, we are going to go and raid N64 Live Podcast, who I believe is doing a Pokemon thing of their own tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So once again, thank you so much for joining. It has been an absolutely fantabulous evening. I'm so happy we've all had a great time tonight. And yeah, we will definitely do this again at some point. So thank you very much once again. Have a lovely weekend. We'll talk to you all very soon. And with that being said, we'll go and raid Cliff now. Talk soon, and nighty-night!